Remember, this is the start of the second week of the healthcare workers strike, and Carol Kamau is following keenly. They had talked about addressing the press and also holding peaceful demonstration. Carol, if you can hear me, kindly bring us up to speed with the latest.
A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Ben Troy, as you rightfully said, we are at Afia House right here in Nairobi. And you can see behind us, or from the pictures you just saw, health workers still holding their demos, trying to push the government to address the issues that they have raised. This is the second week of that nationwide health workers strike that has carried with it Kenya, the clinical officers and nurses in the country. I'm now joined by Maurice Opetu. Maurice Opetu is the Deputy SG, Kenya National Union of Nurses, to talk to us about the issues at hand, and of course to talk to us about what they feel is the government listening to you, or what exactly is your message today. This is week 2. Where do you stand?
Thank you very much. I want to say that the nurses of this nation are not happy. We are saddened by the number of deaths of Kenyans in general and the number of deaths among health workers. As we talk today, we have lost 32 nurses to COVID-19. And this is not just a number to be whisked away. It is very unfortunate that we are losing such kind of numbers of health workers who should be giving health services to Kenyans just due to neglect. We are also saddened by the kind of sentiments that are coming from the leaders of this nation. I will start with the sentiments of our Minister Mutahi Kagwe. We have always respected him, and is a guy we have taken with a lot of values to health. But it looks like he's not now understanding what is going on the ground. When he says that we should be not saying that we are not covered well, we are not protected well, and we should be calling his office. How is it practical that every nurse, every health worker who is feeling unprotected can be reaching the minister one-on-one? It is impossible. We have always asked for protection. It is 9 months down the line, and we have not been answered. So this is why we have decided that on 7th of this month we had to down our tools so that we can come out and cry from outside, so that the people of this nation, the leaders of this nation, can listen to us. But then they are not listening to us. They are just putting bad sentiments to us. The minister is saying that health workers are dying of infections they are getting from bars and from public places like any other place. We are telling the minister that it is not true that we are dying from infections we are getting from bars and other public places. We are dying from infections of COVID-19 that we are contracting at our places of work. We are the frontline health workers who are prone to high risks. So that is why we are telling him that his sentiments that he made yesterday are misplaced, and he should reconsider as a minister who is overall policymaker in health.
Okay, this is week 2 since the strike began. Has there been any effort from the ministry or from the Ministry of Labour to sort of bring you to the table and negotiate so that you guys can go back to work? Because, you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Has there been any effort from the side of government?
It is in the public domain that the leaders of this nation have actually ignored the health workers. But we are saying that they cannot achieve anything in this nation if the health workers are not working and serving the Kenyans. We have seen the Minister for Labour call us for meetings. But then in those meetings, some of the ministries and departments which are very relevant to solve our issues have been missing. But we appreciate the efforts of the Labour Minister, and we hope from tomorrow we shall be moving on. So we are telling the other departments that are concerned that they should treat this matter with a lot of seriousness so that we can sit down, we resolve our issues. so that we can feel protected and motivated so that we can go back to work.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
All right, that was Maurice Opetu, the Deputy SG, Kenya National Union of Nurses, saying, that they feel that the government is not listening to their grievances, and of course saying that they will stay put until the issues they've raised have been addressed to the letter. Well, that's it from me on this end. We will be doing much more. We will be heading to Parliament a little later with the health workers, of course, to also petition Parliament, and of course I'll be giving you details of that in subsequent bulletins. For now, back to you, Ben Troy in studio.